Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And this has a hit! There it is!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Martinez. Marco Verratti. Out to the right. João Cancelo. Out towards the flank. Has gone out. Danger averted for now. Kane. A real chance to break. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Kyle Walker tries to get it forward quickly. It's a fabulous position, goes for goal! Mane, whipped in. Van Dijk knocks it away.
There's a lot of movement going on, there's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Brings it forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. João Cancelo. Vinicius Junior. Nicely measured pass. Neuer gets good distance on it. He's got through. Now the counter. He's still going. Where to next? Going for goal! Back of the net! I've given such an open invitation. He was always going to shoot.
Martinez is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And it's Walker. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here?
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Kimmich. Mane. Kane. Get that clear. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. He is going into that little black book. Fabinho hoists it forward. It looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Van Dijk. Marco Verratti. Van Dijk. Marco Verratti. Martinez. Oh, he's found him in space. Gets the better of his man. Hernandez demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Mane. And the shot! And he's done it! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Valverde. And it's Kane. Lobs it in gently. Shot at goal! It's there! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a loose ball. And there's the end of the first half. So off we go once more.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
That intervention was very necessary. Kimmich. Kyle Walker. And it's played forward. Loses his balance and loses the ball. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Valverde goes looking. Oh, good interception. Kimmich. Little doubt, that is a foul. Valverde. Throw it. Mane. Kimmich. Ball through needs to be good here. Kimmich needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Savic gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
That's good defending, very good defending. Well, they can break here. Hernandez drives it forward. Koulibaly. Guerrero. Marco Verratti. Hernandez. Savage. It's a promising ball. He gets past his man. Marco Verratti. Forward it goes. Done very well to intervene. Savage. He's played him through. Marco Verratti. Martinez. Just brushed off the ball there. Vinicius Junior. And here's Kane. Kane goes through the middle. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. There's a long ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Vinicius Junior, who does have an assist to his name. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Verratti goes looking. And he's cut it out. Walker with a searching ball. Could move up a gear here. Well played, he saw that coming. Got through to him. Kane. In for a hefty challenge. And it's played forward. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Decent looking ball. Now it's Mane going through. Can he get the shot away? Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To further improve their position of comfort. Sensational save! Oh, he's missed it!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Now it's Kane. Kane. The ball's loose, and he's after it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks...
Real chance! And they've been caught out here. Valverde. Fabinho. Right through the middle. He's made sure that that won't get through. And there goes the final whistle. Well, the players certainly gave it everything, but just didn't get the break. Terrific support, terrific effort, but the wrong outcome. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
We have already started here. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Trippier drives it forward. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. That's Dembele. And it's played forward. Dembele, played out to the right. In by Trippier. Real chance! So it is still 0-0. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Marco Verratti. It's a goal kick. Forward it goes. Fabinho hoists it forward. Ball through needs to be good here. Keeper's ball. Stones tries to get it forward quickly. Played back in. Valverde plays it forward. And here's the chance to counter. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Hoists it forward. Out to the right. Isak. Neuer deals with it effortlessly. Koulibaly. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Robertson. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. And here's Sané. A real chance if he can get through. Trippier looks to dink one in. Here's the delivery. And he's there to clear it. Walk forward. What does he try from here? Isak turns and goes back. There's the whistle for half-time. So another team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Some first-half thoughts?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Tries to get it forward quickly. Valverde. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. He's looked long this time. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rodri drives it forward. Trippier. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Verratti. Dembele collects the ball from behind. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And the weighted pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It's Dembele. He gets past his man. Balls come loose and the chase is on. Looking to break out here. Sane hits that long. And that is as far as they're going to go. Neuer can claim that. Look at the defender bombing forward. Dembele, Trippier. Shapes to shoot! Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Going through. He's got options out wide. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Sané. And it's played forward. Defender's on the back foot. Has gone out. Have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mohamed Salah, he's left his man. That's good defending, very good defending. Looking for support, shoots! Robertson gets rid without sophistication. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force.
And the shot! He's got away with one there. João Cancelo. Ake positions himself well and cuts it out. Stones. And it's Stones. Cuts it out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
So we have our breakthrough. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Sané. Sané, that's easy. And Sané! It is now or never. Time is against them. Sané gets into some space. Is up. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, and that was enough. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Okay. Tar. Okay. Shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Strong punch. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Ake. Loose ball, who's going to get there? And it's played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Vinicius Junior. Hernandez. A buccaneering run from the defender. Up he gets! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Well read, he sorted that out. Savage. There's the through ball. Now it's Kane. He's off on a real chance! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
So it is still 0-0. What an adventurous run from a defender. Great leap! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Rudiger tries to dink it in, and he's cut it out.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents. Tar simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
He's got away. Isak. I think that's a goal kick. Yes, the referee concurs. Savage battles to win it back. And the counter is on. Kane plays it out to the wing. Looks to thread it through. Gets away from his opponent. Puts in a cross. Out of play for a goal kick. Forward it goes. He's got options out wide. Marquinhos gets good distance on it. Ake. Rodri. Ake. Defenders on the back foot. Rodri gets it back. Can he deliver? Deflected behind for a corner kick. Kimmich is there to heave it away. Well, they can break here. He gets past his man. Kane. Oh, good ball. Chance! Superb goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Kane with a predatory goal.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this, as always.
Kane! Oh, that was no routine save.
Kane simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Mane. Cut out in the nick of time. Rodri. Defending was strong and firm.
Isak really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Surely going for goal! Away from immediate danger. Good take, and he's had a look. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Tar. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Rodri. 60 minutes played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Now it's Kane. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Rodri. Rodri goes looking. It's a decent ball. That's offside. Yes, it is. Rodri. Tar. Hoists it forward. Throws it out to the flank. Looking for a decent ball in. Tries a shot! Mane. He's picked him out. And here's the chance to counter. Big chance, must be, and the shot! Surely this time! with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Guatemala are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
Hoists it forward. Rodri finds himself eased off the ball. He's pinged one through here. That intervention was very necessary.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's played forward. He's left his man. Vinicius Junior plays it forward.
Guatemala are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
And here's Mohamed Salah.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Rodri does well to read it and intercepts. Forward it goes. Alaba tries to get it forward quickly. Rodri. Sané.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rabiot. He's got through. Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Sané. And he heaves it forward. And it's been taken straight back. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So that's it. It is all over. One goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A diving header! Not offside that time. Shaw. Ake cuts it out. Oh, good interception. Rodri. And it's Salah. Across the field it goes. Tar. Difficult to choose between them early on. Not many chances yet. Bruno Fernandes hoists it forward. Now surely, Issa, real chance!
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Gets away from his opponent. Could try cutting inside here. And that's a throw-in. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. And back to base. Ake. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's got options out wide. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. And the chances keep on coming, they're awarded another corner. Keeper's ball. Out for a throw. Dinks one in. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Salah. Now the cross. Mbappe can't get the better of his opposite number. Ball's come loose and the chase is on. Can he? And they've been caught out here. Goes for goal. The fly gets good distance on it. Mohamed has a hit. A heavy challenge. Has a pop. Got away with one there. Shaw going full tilt down the left.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Isak. Mohamed Salah. Looking to force his way through. Tries a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Isak really felt he'd done enough. He's having a momentary visit to the world of disbelief here.
Shaw. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Chance! And in again! Goal!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. We're obviously hoping for an early second half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now.
Alisson reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
That's just top-notch. Showed exactly why he follows it up every time. Keeper struggles to hold on to it, ball breaks kindly. He's always about.
A 1-0 lead established.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Good strike, quite an alarm. Hakimi. And that's a foul, free kick's been given. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Isak. And it's played forward. Well, chasing the game, trailing by 1. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Looking for a decent ball in.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Lewandowski, good challenge. He just stood firm. Well, it's a safety in numbers approach to defending here.
Yeah, but dropping deep can bring more trouble.
Yeah?
Well, shots from distance and space in wider positions, besides the obvious issue of inviting most of your opposition high up the pitch.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Mohamed Salah proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. What an adventurous run from a defender. And a play for a throw. Could cross it here. Gets up to head it! Just couldn't turn it in.
Hunty Weber can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Chip through. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for the occasion.
He's trying the shot. That is simply superb! A finish right from the top draw. They're seeing no way back, but they are level. Dispatched expertly, nicely done. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Breaks on here. And here's Mohamed Salah.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Okay. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Mbappe tries lifting it over. Now the counter. Gets the better of his man.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Rodri. And it's Salah. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Could be a chance here. Oh, that is lovely footwork. He's on his way. This has gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Lightning just might strike again here.
Going for goal! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, but the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the second half. The crowd, though, are here, and they are in good form. There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere's terrific, and kick-off is moments away. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture-perfect for a game of this nature. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes...
Chance! It's in!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Well, those two have a lovely understanding, and they executed the 1-2 impeccably to set up the goal.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. De Bruyne gets it back. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne spreads it towards the left. Ball's out on the left now. Cleared away. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Gabriel Jesus. And here's Dembele. De Bruyne. And it's played forward. Jota. Jota goes through the middle. Marco Verratti hoists it forward. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Gabriel Jesus. He's had Coman! That has sent him sprawling. And that's caused a worry or two. Guerrero gets into the right position to intercept. Bernardo Silva plays it out to the flank. And it's Dembele. Coman. Dembele, over to the left. Guerrero. Could be thinking about a shot here. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Marco Verratti. Gabriel Jesus. And here's Dembele. Guerrero. Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele. Has a hit! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Get that clear. De Bruyne. Trippier. Coman plays it long. That's Dembele. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. A long ball, but not especially accurate. Gabriel Jesus. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Clears it out of harm's way. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Bernardo Silva goes looking. He's got options out wide. Benzema. And he's there to cut it out. A real chance to break. He's pinged one through here. Oh, he's found him in space. Hits one! It's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Trippier. De Bruyne gets his foot in there. Jota. Marco Verratti. Verratti drives it forward. Gabriel Jesus. Looks to clip it forward. It's Gabriel Jesus! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Jota. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And help's available out wide. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Bernardo Silva tries to get it forward quickly. It's a brilliant interception. Ter Stegen can hoist it clear. Hoists it high. And that's been levered clear. And the through ball is intercepted. And it's De Bruyne.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Forward it goes. Marco Verratti. And the counter is on. Gabriel Jesus plays it out to the wing. Gets the better of his man. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
He snuffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
I've got changes here from both sides, in fact. 2 changes being made right now. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. So both have looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Messi. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Nicely measured pass. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. João Cancelo. Offside, yes it is. And it's been taken straight back. Bernardo Silva. Guerrero did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Plays it through. Messi. Defending of the desperate variety. Heads it! Clearance and very necessary.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
He's looking unstoppable here. He's had a go! Oh, the ball's come loose. And he has been fouled there. And that's going to be a booking. And that's it. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close the deal.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long. And it means he's gone for it! Hoists it forward. Vinicius Junior looks to get on the end of this. Savic. Kimmich tries to get it forward quickly. Could move up a gear here. Rabiot battles to win it back. Rudiger, Hernandez, Vinicius Junior. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, shot! And they've been caught out here. It's broken loose. You can get that clear. And the counter is on. It's got through to him. Going through. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Forward it goes. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Ake. And it's Sané. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. It has got through to him. Kimmich plays it forward. And here's the chance to counter. Kane. He's away! Well, they could break here. He's through. Has a hit! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was were absolutely top-notch.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Out to the left it goes. And it's Kane.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Marquinhos gets into the right position to intercept. And it's played forward. Kimmich. And here's Kane.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Rabiot. Mohamed Salah absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Kimmich. A real chance to break. Good ball. Big chance! Back of the net! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And that is as far as they're going to go. Forward it goes. With a delicate ball. Keeper's ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. We can review the first half.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And The game has already resumed here. Tries to get it forward quickly. Kimmich did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Sane. Ake. Rodri. And it's Salah. Kimmich. Savic. And now they can launch a counter. Hoists it forward. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Over to the left. Kane. Kane. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
He came in hard, very hard.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Got a sight of goal here. Rodri, and it's played forward. Now a chance to break. Kane, this is promising. And here's Mohamed Salah. Savic. Dashing forward at pace. Now it's Rabiot. Oh, what a ball! Tries a shot! It's anyone's ball. Oh, real danger here. Walker goes for a sweeping cross. Caught offside that time. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Ake. Stones. Ake. Stones. Turns and goes back. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Hernandez goes looking. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Ake. Stones. Rodri. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. And here's Mohamed Salah. He's in! That's a foul, no two ways about it. Rudiger. Hernandez. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected sort. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. So what do you take away from it, Aldrin?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction and hope.
And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
That was easy, almost too easy.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Rice. Rice. De Bruyne. Son Heung-min. That's great strength on the ball. De Bruyne. Son Heung-min. Ruben Dias. Quarter of an hour played. Ruben Dias tries to switch the play. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Striding forward, facing goal. And he's there to hoof it away. And it's been taken straight back.
Just to point out, Peter, that the full...
That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's Neymar. Referee has just said play on. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. And here's Son Heung-min. And it's over the line, and it is a corner. And that's been levered clear. Bruno Fernandes. Neymar. And the finish! And it's hoisted clear. Neymar shoots! It's off target and by quite a way. De Ligt. Son Heung-min. And it's De Bruyne. Over to the left. Neymar. De Bruyne did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Bruno Fernandes. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! back of the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Gets it back.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He'll try from distance. De Ligt battles to win it back. He can get that clear. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. And here's Lewandowski. He's come loose. Neymar. Played out to the right. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
We are already promptly back underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done.
And he has been fouled there. De Bruyne taking charge of the dead ball. Looking here to cut their deficit. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! He's had a go! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start! That was a given, it always was.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Well played, he saw that coming. Bruno Fernandes. Real chance! Son Heung-min. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Lewandowski is flagged offside. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Knocks it away. Intervention was very necessary. Gets wrestled off the ball. Bernardo Silva has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs much. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches, looking to pull clear here. Dybala! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Ederson deals with it effortlessly. Forward it goes. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. The crowd appreciates good football all round there. He's got it, and he's got time. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Tried to play it through.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Got changes here from both sides, in fact. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, he's broken through. Good ball. Good clearance and very necessary.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
A buccaneering run from the defender.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Ball's out on the left now. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Gundogan. 4 added minutes on the board. Now it's Dybala. As Pliqueta. The referee's awarded a free kick. They are right into last chance territory. And there goes the final whistle. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, hello and good evening to all of you. Unfortunately, it appears that the weather hasn't quite read the script here. There has been a dreadful downpour from well before the moment the turnstiles opened, and there is considerable concern on the faces of the officials. We think it's going to be okay. Clearly, the pitch will be slippery. It'll be a challenge for those who have to officiate, never mind those who have to play. They know they are not going to be in for an easy game. But the crowd is all in, and the match, I'm delighted to be able to say, will go ahead. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
And already we're underway here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line, because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Foden. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Keeper's ball. Rodri. Salah. Oh, shooting chance! Tries to get it forward quickly. Ball's gone out of play. Isak. Mohamed Salah.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Rodri. Isak. Rodri. Chance! Hoists it forward. Foden gets it out to the wing. Saka. Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as test goal, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Alaba. Acerbi. Rodri. Tar. And it's Salah. Isak has a hit! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Oh, that's nice. Turns and goes back. Lovely feet. Isak. Oh, he's in! Let down by a lack of accuracy. And it's played forward. Saka. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's cut it out. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Oh, good interception. first half is done. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Going through. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Isak. Keeps everyone guessing. This could fall anywhere. Foden, played out to the right. And he's onside. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
Battles to win it back. And he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Alaba having a look. This is a great chance to take a lead. That was travelling. Good idea, just poorly executed. And it's Salah. A buccaneering run from the defender, Mohamed Salah. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Salah. Foden plays it out to the flank. Rodri. That's a foul, free kick's been given. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And it's Alaba. Well, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. Oh, he's gifted it back. And it's been taken straight back. Goes for goal! It's broken loose. He's going after it. Rodri. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Rodri goes looking. Isak. And the finish! Forward it goes. Isak.
Well, no question.
And a shot! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
A real chance to break. Isak. Just brushed off the ball there.
Look, this can still go either.
And they've been caught out here. Gets the better of his man. Just the keeper to pass a goal! No mistake!
All goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless.
Jim, your thoughts?
It isn't rocket science, is it? You know, when you're defending, you react to the danger, but of course, you must spot it in the first place, and they didn't. You know, they're not really looking up to pick the runners, and it was a cheap goal to give away.
A 1-0 lead established.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
In comes the cross. And that's been levered clear. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Alaba positions himself well and cuts it out.
Aruzatanke are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Hoists it forward. Foden. He's got away. Ferran Torres. Drilled it. Shot a goal!
Aruzatanke probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Isak. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Almost there, and the players can feel it. And there goes the final whistle. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Aruzatanke can certainly give themselves a pat on the back for a job well done. They have a togetherness that makes them very hard to beat.
To Jim alongside me, as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, sadly for those who are exposed to the elements, I'm afraid that the clouds have opened up and it is teeming down here. There are some fans who are going to get very, very wet. Having said which, there are almost no empty seats. It is a terrific turnout under the circumstances. There's nowhere else to go, in truth, if you want to see this much-anticipated game. So, come rain or come shine, we are here and really looking forward to it. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yes, he's had a shot! Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Fabinho did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
There's a lot of movement up front.
Yeah, I've noticed that those front players are working very hard, dropping deeper.
Yeah, and I just think it keeps the opposition off guard with so much switching of position. Keeping shape is much harder.
He slid it through. Looking to break out here. João Cancelo. Gets it back. Plays it out to the wing. Towering header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Tar. Approaching the half-hour mark. Ake. Salah. And he's there to cut it out. João Cancelo. A really good feat. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Chip through, and he heaves it forward. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Tries lifting it over. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
To get them off and running. From the spot.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Mohamed Salah brings the ball forward. Marco Verratti. Forward it goes. Ball through needs to be good here. He gets past his man. Goes for goal. Goal! Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
The first half is done. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Well, the action has already resumed here. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. It's gone a long way up and away. Good clearance and very necessary. Robertson comes out on top in a really physical duel. And the counter is on. He's got through. Gets away from his opponents. Got a sight of goal here. Plays it back. Shoots! Sticks it away! 2 to the good. They have breathing space.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Tries to get it clear. Robertson can hoist it clear. Just brushed off the ball there. Ake. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That intervention was very necessary. There will be a throw-in. And it's played forward, and he's straight offside. And it's Salah. Look at the defender bombing forward. Defence has got rid of that. Away from immediate danger. Dinks one in. He's got options out wide. Defender's on the back foot. He's got away. He's gone for it! That is simply superb! About as smooth as it gets. And the lead is extended still further. Alisson reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any wannabe footballers out there on positioning and movement.
3 without reply. This has a goal! Oh, that is an awful miss.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Time for a change in personnel. Robertson tries to get it forward quickly. Lobs it in gently. And help's available out wide. He's left his man. Has a pop! And more and more and more. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's got a chance from here, but not the kindest angle. And that's been levered clear. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Mohammed has a hit! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
João Cancelo plays it forward. And it's been taken straight back. Cuts it out. Hoists it forward. Gets the better of his man. Time to deliver. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that's a throw. Robertson drives it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. And here's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk with a fine tackle. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. It was would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close the deal.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.